Namaste. This video will be a shoulder exploration asana class. Please do have a belt and 3 or more blankets at your disposal. Let's come to a comfortable seat and center together. Take a deep and full inhalation. Exhale everything out. Good. Let's inhale for 3 rounds of Om. Please sweep the arms out and up. Good. Release the hands and let's gently come all the way up to standing in any way you like. Let's start with a shoulder rotation. It's from Qigong. We'll bend the knees a little, take right arm up and just start to circle that right arm. Big rotations and let it be very free flowing, meaning that we're trying not to hold on to any tension. Just allow the rotation of the joint. Good. And then let's switch the direction, doing the backstroke. I kind of bend the knees here and allow the knees to help the motion. Good. And then let's gently release that side. Inhale, take one other arm up, left arm up, and start to circle. Good. And then let's do the backstroke, switch it up. Good. And now this one's a little bit tricky. Let's take both arms up. We'll split the difference. One arm forward, one arm back. Watch out for walls. Good. And then switch. The other arm forward, the opposite arm back. Good, and then let's release. Go ahead and shake that out. Rock the shoulders a couple times. Up, back, and down. Good, and then let's take both arms out to the side. Rotate the outer upper arm bones forward and back so we really allow the entire arm bone to move, which is in essence moving the shoulder joint. Good, and then go ahead and touch the hands with the deltoids, the top of the upper shoulder here, and then draw the elbows back behind us, and then elbows together, and then back behind, and then together, and then just go at your pace here, in and out with the breath. Good, one more. And then let's swing the elbows back and forward. So extension and flexion of the shoulder joint. Good, 1 or 2 more. Beautiful, and release. Go ahead and let's come to standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, take the arms out or forward and up. Exhale, fold forward, out and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, let's step back to a downward facing dog position. Lift the hips up and back. Invite the breath to lengthen here. As we press down forward through the hands, spread the toes and lift the pelvis high. Good. And then let's lower to the knees. And then we'll take the big toes to touch and the knees about as wide as our mat. As we inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart forward, look up. As we exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest, rock it back. And simply move with your breath here, in and out. Go with the breath's pace. No real agenda on how fast or slow to move. Good. Let's take one more full round. And then come to a seat on the heels, tall spine. If sitting on the heels doesn't feel quite so comfortable, you might grab a block or two and sit on a block between the heels. I'll demonstrate that. And then let's simply twist to the right. You might have another proper block for the hand. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Just twist around the midline. Nice lifted chest. Good. And then come back to center, release, and twist the other direction towards the left. Beautiful, and come back to center. Let's all go ahead and come to a seat on a block or some support behind us. And we'll grab that strap and have it nearby now. Interlace the fingers and press the palms forward. Inhale, take both arms up. And exhale, arms come forward, parallel to the ground. Inhale, take it up. Press through the palms. Exhale, come forward. One more. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, let's go over to the right. Full deep breath. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, go over to the left. Good. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, release the arms wide and then back behind us. Interlace the fingers behind the back or go ahead and grab that strap and hold the strap between the two hands. Roll the shoulders back and lift our chest. Full, deep, spacious breathing. Good, and then release. Let's inhale, take the right arm, reach up overhead, and exhale, give yourself a nice pat on the back. Go ahead and take the left arm and use the left hand to gently draw the right elbow in towards the ear. You might stick with this or take that left arm out to the side, thumb turns down, and then reach behind the back. Now maybe the two hands touch together. Or maybe you grab that yoga strap, place it in the right hand, and then pull there. I'm going to turn around so you can see here the use of the strap. And pull between the hands. Okay? No need to force with these joints here, but just find something that works comfortably for us. And then draw the navel back and in a little bit. And then exhale, go ahead and release that side. Let's shake the shoulders out. Roll them up, back and down a few times. And then roll the other way. Good. And then let's do second side. So left side, inhale, left arm comes up. Bend the elbow, give ourselves a nice pat on the back. And then right hand goes up as a helper. And we draw that left elbow in towards the ear. Notice the chest likes to kind of lift here. Can we articulate the low ribs back and down a little bit to keep this from becoming a back bend and keep it as shoulder work. Right arm out to the side. Internally rotate, spiral that whole arm and then reach behind. Again, you might use the strap or you might not need the strap, either one. Good, keep that the elbows coming in towards the side body and in towards the ear. Full deep breath here. Even if you're using props, know that we just simply go to range of motion on this and then we allow it to be. So no worries on how far, just go to where you get sensation. Full deep breath. Good. And then exhale, slowly release. Nicely done. Unwind that. We can place the strap off to the side and then go ahead and come back into a downward facing dog position. So inhale and exhale back to dog pose. Move those props off the mat. Few deep breaths. Good. And then let's lower to the knees. We'll go ahead and turn the hands out. So externally rotate at the shoulder joint. Hands turn out and arms turn out. And then go back into dog pose. Lift up. Let's see how this one feels. As we press down forward, we lift the hips up and back. Good. On an exhale, lower to the knees, and then we'll do the very opposite work. So turn your palms in at the shoulder joint. Fingers move in towards the middle of the mat, and we lift up and back. And if we've never done this one before, it can feel really awkward, but just stay with it. Notice what's going on. If there's pain, always okay to come out. But if there's a sensation, let's take the sensation as a conversation with our bodies. Good. Lower to the knees and release. Let's go ahead and give the wrists a little love. So 2 palms together. Index fingers touch the thumbs, and then wrists stay together. Let's circle those wrists. Just allowing some movement without any weight bearing of the wrists. Turn it the other direction. Good. And then gently release. Let's come into a dog pose, this time with your hands in the direction that you usually like them. So maybe index fingers forward, or maybe that's middle finger forward for our body. You decide. And we lift up and back. Beautiful. Let's take the big toes to touch. As we inhale, let's draw the left leg up and back. Open up, stack the hips, and bend that knee. Good. Go ahead and point the toes. Breathe here. Re-extend the leg, square the hip, look forward, and let's step the left foot to the left thumb. Pivot the back heel down, and we inhale, rise up to warrior 2 pose. Nice deep bend in the front knee. Both thigh bones opening, arms wide. Drop the shoulders. Good. Inhale, let's reach a little forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior, take it up and back. Go ahead and take that right hand, grab the left wrist as we reach up and get back. Gaze up. Modification would be hand down to the thigh. A little bit more easeful. Breathe, breathe. Good. Inhale, come back through warrior 2. Exhale, we reach to extended side angle. We'll take the hand on the inside of the foot today and take that top arm up over the ear. Good. Turn, stretch, breathe, gaze up. Good. Now you might stay with this, or we've got that strap nearby. We'll bend both elbows and go ahead and go for a bind. Maybe hold on to the strap between the 2 hands as we turn the chest. Release the strap. Inhale, rise up to warrior 2. Good. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. Let's step back to plank pose. top of a push-up. Inhale, exhale, lower to the knees and halfway down to chaturanga. Let's hold the chaturanga, retract the shoulder blades, lift the head a little bit. Good, all the way down to the belly, point the toes. Inhale, rise up to cobra pose, little back bend, open the heart. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forward and down. One more, inhale, cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We take the second side. Inhale, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, right foot steps forward to warrior two. I'll keep my back towards you guys for now. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Nice deep bend in the front knee. Shoulders drop. Heart lifts. Inhale, reach a little forward. Exhale, take it to reverse. The modification is left hand comes, hold index finger and thumb to the wrist. Gaze up. Inhale, come through warrior two. Exhale, let's take it to extended side angle. Right hand comes down on the inside. Top arm might sweep up and over. We turn and open the chest. Okay, there's a lot of work through the chest here. Hands might come behind the back to reach together. I'll demonstrate without the prop this time. Turn the chest, hold the wrist perhaps, or the prop. Slowly release, unwind. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, release both hands down. Step back, top of a push-up plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, forward and up, upward dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. And exhale, release to the knees. Please go to child's pose. Good. Walk the hands in by the ears and inhale, we rise up. Good. So this practice is very directed at a shoulder practice, moving towards a shoulder stand. So right now we've done the work to do the warm-up around a shoulder stand. And now I'll go into the instruction on that pose specifically. It is one of the most interesting poses in all of the practice, but sometimes we don't teach it so much in a classroom format because of time constraints or prop constraints. But here we have time dedicated just to this, and so we will do the shoulder stand. So you might grab your strap and then make a loop for the strap, and we're going to make it a little more narrow than this, so about shoulder distance. Okay, so first have that and put that off to the side. The second thing we'll do is grab our support, our props, and I think I mentioned that we want to have 3 or more blankets. So right now I've got 4 blankets total, and I'm going to use this one blanket as a bit of a headrest. So this is just going to go down on my mat over the whole mat, not the whole mat, but just this part of the mat as a bit of a headrest. And that's an optional blanket. Not all people like doing this one, but I will do it for now. And then the other 2 blankets, 3 blankets rather, will go stacked one on top of the other with the beautiful fold facing away towards the head of the mat. Okay, and then from here we're going to come onto the back. Okay, have this prop nearby. Of the strap. Okay, and then what we'll do, and the beginners will probably just do the beginning of this sequence. We'll lay down with our shoulders on the blanket and our head off the blanket. Okay, we'll lay down there. This might be great for some of us. We'll put the elbows by the side body, fingers up like we're a Lego person. And our arms are Lego person arms. Good. And then you might just grab a prop or two and just stick the prop underneath the sacrum. This would be for the beginners. This will be great for you. Okay? If you're level 1, 2, maybe do this one. Level 2, 3, and working on inversions, you're going to remove that prop. You won't need it. We're going to kick the feet up to the sky and maybe even take the feet all the way overhead towards something called Halasana, Plow pose, and then grab your yoga strap. We're going to put the yoga strap around the upper arm bones, and then we're going to lift our hips to the sky. You might even float your legs. I'm going to use this table there and float my legs to that table, and then lift the tailbone up to the sky. Good. Now you might stay with this. I'm making lots of space in my neck by lifting my chin off the chest. You might stay with this or bend the elbows and place the hands right on the back body and then lift the legs up to the sky. Okay, and now we're in the shoulder stand position. Since this is experiential, you might watch the video once and then do it the second time, rewind and redo. Good, then we'll take the feet back down to Halasana, Plow pose. We'll walk the shoulders underneath a little bit more, bend the elbows, place the hands, and then lift the legs up again. Good. Feet are active and pressing. Good, breathe, breathe. And then let's go ahead and point the toes. Keep the knees where they are, but bend the knees. So you're like kicking the heels towards the glutes. Good, and then lift the knees a little more. Good, and then walk the hands up. Beautiful. Go ahead and re-extend those legs. And hang out and stay here as long as you can. Maybe up to 10 minutes or so. Good. And then bend at the waist again. Go into Halasana, Plow pose. Take the feet back down behind us. Go ahead and release the yoga strap. Take the arms up towards the feet. Pause, feel here. This can feel like a really nice position. It can feel like a lot too. And then let's just simply start to bend the knees towards the ears. And then slowly, slowly, we'll take one vertebrae at a time and roll down. You might want to check and see if you have any props back there. I think I moved my props. Slowly roll the spine back down. All the way down. Keep the head heavy. Good. And then we're going to scooch the head towards the top of the mat. And take the arms wide. You're going to take the shoulder blades and hang them over the edge of that prop. And then just bend the knees and we rest here. Good. Move the hips to the left. Take the knees to the right. Let's swing all the way around to the right. And then use the hands to rise and come up. Good. Now that was a short version of a shoulder stand. So we did it. We went, we came, we saw, and we could hold for, as I said, up to 10 minutes there. From here, we're going to come back up, and I think we can get rid of some of these props. So we'll get rid of a couple blankets. And then we'll sit just on the edge of, say, one blanket. We'll take the left leg underneath and the right leg up and over. And then we'll twist towards the right. Maybe close hanger hook this elbow as we turn. If you're feeling very comfortable here, you might take that left arm up. We might take that left arm up and turn a little deeper. Gaze over the right shoulder. Backhand is a bit of a kickstand. You might even come down to a fist. Keep the twist. De-rotate the head. Look to the front. and release, unwind. Let's go ahead and switch legs, switch sides there. Bend the right knee. Take the left leg up and over. Tall in the spine. Inhale, exhale to turn. Hook the elbow in. Inhale, right arm comes up, and exhale, maybe go around. Maybe come down to a fist on the backhand. Good. Keep the twist and de-rotate the head. Look over the right shoulder. Good. Nicely done. And release. Slowly unwind the legs. And let's stretch both legs out in front. Go ahead and pull the flesh back from the sits bones. Hands behind. And lift your heart for Dandasana, seated staff pose. And let's once again grab the strap and place the strap between the two palms on the knife edge and just move that tail of the strap out of the way and just lift up. Sit as tall as possible here. Drawing this low spine forward and up. Good. We take a big inhale and then exhale, fold forward. Maybe loop the strap around the feet. And we might pull forward and down. If you can grab the feet themselves, maybe losing the strap and holding the outer feet. We might take the thumbs and press right on the base of the big toe, between the big toe and the second toe, between the webbing. Just press in and lengthen the spine and fold. Good. Let's inhale, rise up to center. And slowly bend the knees. Let's take the props out of the way and we'll come down to a rest. So we might rest in a typical Savasana, or due to all the work we did on the shoulders just now, you might take one of those blankets and just roll it up, not very far, just a couple small rolls, and then lie back with the blanket just under the shoulder blades. Okay, and then we'll take the arms into a low V and send the legs long. So we get a little modification on Savasana. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale out through the mouth. Deep inhale. One more deep inhale. Check in with your head. Make sure that it's resting comfortably with a neutral neck. Maybe turn the head side to side and release the back of the head down. Allow ourselves to deeply rest and regenerate the system. Good. Please invite the breath to deepen. Just gently coming back. Touch the tips of each finger lightly to the thumb. Lightly clench the hands. Rotate wrists and ankles. And as we exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Let's go ahead and roll onto the right side. And as with that attitude of working on the shoulder region, may we here, as we rest on the side, let go of any extra burdens that we happen to have been carrying on our shoulders, extra stressors in the brain, the heart, or the shoulders. Allow them to melt down and back to earth, so that as we inhale and use the hands to rise up, we feel a little lighter, a little more fresh, a little more relaxed in the upper body. Come up to a comfortable seat, please. And we'll close practice in the way that we do, with one round of Om and then Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, loosely translated as, may all beings be happy, peaceful, safe, and protected. And may my thought, word, and action contribute to that in some small or significant way for all. Full deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you for sharing in practice. Namaste.